Support Court with Judge Van der Bee is now in session. Judge, this is case number JVB1086, Easley case.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
You all may be seated. Okay, Miss Easley, you brought this case before the court. What's going on?
So I met Nicole about 9 months ago. She normally comes into town when she is here on a traveling assignment, and the lady next door rents out her home to travel nurses. And so over time, we, kind of clicked and we started hanging out. Her children would come over and play with mine, and we just, became really good friends. And so this particular time, she had another assignment somewhere else, and her current nanny wasn't available. And so I offered to keep the kids. I had just finished special agent school, and I had some downtime. So she was like, well, it'll be about 6 weeks, but I probably just need you for the 2 weeks, and my other nanny will come and get the kids. And I said, okay, cool. I told her.
A woman leaves her kids with a friend for 2 weeks, then ghosts her for 3 months. And that's not even the craziest part. Buckle up. Today's courtroom chaos stars Miss Easley, a certified special agent and unintentional full-time babysitter, and Nicole, a travel nurse who seems to be traveling anywhere but back to her kids. Easley is suing for non-payment of child care and damages caused by Nicole's kids while they basically took up permanent residence in her house. What started as a simple favor quickly turned into a mystery, a betrayal, and oh yeah, a secret romantic getaway involving Nicole and Easley's fiancé. Yeah, it's messy. So here's how it all starts. Miss Easley meets Nicole through a neighbor who rents to traveling nurses.
She didn't send me no money. She didn't send the payment. I still couldn't get her on the phone. So at the time, my fiance had just got back in town, probably a couple days after she had left. And I kind of was telling him about what was going on. And he, was like, well, just give her some time. And, just to me, nonchalant about it in a way. And so he ended up having to go back out of town for an emergency work trip. And so I remember when he left, that next week when I couldn't get her on the phone again, I happened to just call him and I couldn't get him on the phone. And I was just like, okay, something isn't right.
Mm-hmm.
My detectors went off and
Mine
I was
are
like,
too.
okay. So, so I ended up pulling his location and I realized they were in the same state.
Oh.
I said, well, maybe that's a coincidence. He travels a lot,
He travels a lot.
He travels a lot.
She travels a lot.
She's a travel nurse. She should only be at the hospital. She shouldn't be anywhere else. But they both travel
to say
a lot.
where I should be, but okay.
They hit it off, their kids become playmates, and eventually, Nicole asks Easley to watch her kids for just 2 weeks while she's on assignment. Sounds chill, right? Wrong. After the first week, Nicole drops off the face of the earth. No calls, no texts, no FaceTime with the kids, not even a, hey, are they still alive? Easley even has her 10-year-old trying to call mom. No answer. Now, Easley's a special agent, so she's got tools. She starts tracking locations and notices something weird. Her fiancé, who's supposedly on a work trip, is in the same city as Nicole. Coincidence, please. She tries FaceTiming him. No answer. Finally, when she does get him, she hears Nicole's voice in the background.
Probably that afternoon, and was like, oh, I'm sorry, I've been working, and it's just been crazy at work, and, I'm sorry about the kids. And so I was like, well, where you say you was at again? And she told me where she was at, and I was just like, well, what happened to the nanny that was supposed to be coming? And I said, I thought I might have heard Michael in the background. Are you sure? You at work? And she kind of got an attitude and got real defensive. And I said, I'm at work, and, you offered it to the kids, and I'll get you your money, and just.
Oh, the audacity,
yeah.
and you're keeping her kids.
All of that.
And you have kids of your own.
Kids of my own.
Wow.
So I have, and they're older, so I don't, have that problem. So for her to do that, I was like, oh.
Busted. And what does he say when she confronts him? That Nicole popped up on him. Yeah, totally believable. I always accidentally run into the woman whose kids I dumped on my fiancé 3 states away. Meanwhile, Nicole finally calls Easley back and hits her with the, I've just been so busy, at work excuse, 2 weeks after vanishing. Easley at this point is running a full-on daycare.
And I said, well, I talked to Nicole. She said you was with her. I played the reverse psychology thing.
Right.
And he said, huh? Uh-huh. And I said, Nicole said you was with her. You on a work trip? Did you invite her? And so for him, he was like, well, no, man, she popped up on me. And so he didn't know that I really never spoke to her.
Wait a minute. So he went on a secret rendezvous trip with Nicole here.
They both
He
left.
didn't.
Excuse me.
I don't even know if she
I was speaking. Hold on 1 second. I was speaking to her. I'll get to you in just a minute, okay?
Okay.
All right.
Can't wait.
Yeah, so I don't even know if she really was at work. At this point now, me and him into it, I'm about ready to go drop her kids and my kids off somewhere and get in my car and get on the road. So at this point...
You didn't do that, did you?
No, I didn't.
Oh, okay. You
Because
kind
I'm a
of
changed
hesitated.
woman. Yeah, I'm a changed
Oh,
woman.
okay. All right.
Yeah, I'm a special agent now, so I have to always think about the things that I do before I do them. you know.
Absolutely.
Right. So, yeah, so that's kind of what happened.
While also dealing with the realization that her fiancé might be cheating on her with the woman whose kids she's babysitting. Lifetime couldn't write this. Fast forward, the kids are still with Easley 3 months later. The promised replacement nanny never showed. The weekly payments stopped after week 1. And the kids? Wreaking havoc, garage door broken, cabinets destroyed, faucets hanging off, toilet clogged with endless tissue. It's giving Home Alone, but without the comedic timing.
Interrupting. So I guess she has a lot she wants to say.
No, just besides, I really just want her to get the kids or find a family, find somebody to come get them. I'm not going to put the children out on the street. You know, that's just not me. But, you know, she needs to come get her kids. The damages, they damaged my garage door. They have just been little rugrats and just tearing up the home, markers on the walls, and damaged the cabinets, and the bathroom faucet is hanging off the faucet wall now.
What kind of kids are these?
The toilet is damaged because they would put tissue in there, and then
Probably her
you know,
kids.
It was just a mess. Mine is 14.
And
Okay, is there anything else you want me to know before I move over
No,
to her?
that's it for now.
Okay, all right. Now it's your turn.
hi, Judge.
Hi.
I just want to, first of all, say yes, she is a special agent, and she uses her job on a daily basis. She wants to be in everybody's business, and
I just have one question though. Was your location really where Michael was?
yes,
Oh,
it was.
so you did run off in the
So
sunset
there
with
was
her
no
man.
pop-up. I don't pop up on people.
Right, you just show up.
No, I was already there. Yes. When he came,
So
I was
y'all
already...
planned this.
No, I didn't plan anything.
So tell me how that came about that you all just so happened to be in the same place.
I
Then Nicole finally shows up in court and acts like she's the victim. She claims Easley was all in, that she volunteered to keep the kids longer. And get this, she says she was paying. Just through a joint account Easley shares with her shady fiancé. Girl, what? The judge isn't buying a word of it. Nicole even tries to downplay the support Easley was supposed to be getting. Just $250 a week for 2 kids, which the judge quickly points out barely covers groceries. I mean, come on. 2 kids?
In their joint account.
for
if-
keeping the kids.
No. Wouldn't it make sense for you to just give it directly to her?
Well, that was the agreement that I was to send the money through the account, not exchange of any cash.
So did you tell Michael that the money you were depositing were for their kids?
Yes,
I mean, for
they were
your
both
kids, I'm
aware of
sorry.
that. They were both aware of what the money was going for. I'm not just going to be sending money to a guy. That makes no sense to me. But yes, I was sending her money. She volunteered to watch the kids.
She volunteered to watch them for a temporary basis,
correct.
not weeks, not months, not to still have them.
Yes, but did she tell you that whenever I would call and tell her that my nanny wasn't available or my contract was extended, that she was like, oh, that's no problem,
Well, I think the only reason she said that is like she said, she didn't want to put the kids out on the street. That doesn't cue you to say, oh, well, let me just leave my children there, right?
Well, if someone's telling you that's no problem, let them stay. and I'm in a whole nother state, no, I wouldn't want my kids out on the street. But
So
if
you
she's
took that as,
voluntarily
excuse me,
telling
you
me,
took that as let them stay and stay permanently?
no,
While you and Michael run off in the sunset?
no, my assignment is only 6 weeks.
Okay, but
6
after 6 weeks, you still didn't go back and pick them up?
My assignment got extended, and when we communicated with each other, she said that was fine. It was extended 2 more weeks. I'm not going to leave my kids with someone permanently.
That's a Costco trip. Let's pause here. Imagine keeping someone's kids for 3 months while they secretly jet off with your fiancé, and they're out here acting like you're the one being dramatic. It's giving audacity, bold, Olympic level. The judge shuts it all down. Nicole's now on the hook for $417 a month in child support. The judge even says if Easley was married to her fiancé, she'd be looking at spousal support too.
For that, you can go pick them up.
Yes.
But as of today, because they've been with her, how long have they been with you now at this
It's
point?
now 3rd month.
3 months? 3 months? And they've been living with you?
I've been feeding, caring.
And you're still on assignment?
I am.
Okay,
My assignment ends next
you
week.
obviously came here to waste my time because you are definitely going to be paying her some sort of support.
In
Now,
addition to what I've been paying her,
how much have you been paying her?
she gets $250 a week.
$250 a week for a 10-year-old and a 7-year-old?
Yes.
She's blowing that in 2 days on groceries.
Yes, but that's what she wanted. That's what she.
Yeah, you came here to waste my time. You playing baby games. No, we're not going to do this. What we are going to do is put you on child support. Since your children have been living with her this entire time, she's been taking care of them. It doesn't seem like you have any intentions on coming back after your assignment keeps getting extended.
But I'm getting them next week.
Right. On an extended assignment.
Right.
Right.
But I have a nanny.
Okay, well, when you get them back, then you can come back to court and say something different. But until then, I want to make sure that she is at least getting some sort of financial support because you haven't gotten them before now. You're only saying that because you're in court today.
Oh, and someone drops that Nicole might be pregnant with his child. So there's that. Will Nicole actually pick up her kids next week like she claims, or will Easley keep involuntarily co-parenting them into next year? If you were the judge, would you have done the same? And what would you have done if you were Miss Easley? Thanks for watching. If you love courtroom drama with more twists than a soap opera, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. New episodes drop weekly. And trust me, it only gets crazier from here.
$50. You have 2 children. Do you have any other children outside of these 2?
No, I do not.
All right. So that brings your net to $5,667.87. We take that number by 25%. That brings your monthly child support to $1,417. And I gave you credit to your $250 health insurance.
What
That
was the
sounds
number?
about right.
Did you need me to repeat it or say
Yes,
it louder?
please.
Okay, it's $1,417 per month.
But the kids won't be with her.
Well, they are for now, and they have been for the past 3 months. And your assignment with your assignment with your job got extended. So until you pick them up, that's what the situation will be. Now, if you decide to go pick them up and you keep them, right, don't take them back to her, then it can change. But until
they
then,
won't
that's
be
what we're
back.
going to do.
I'm glad that, I'm not married to him because I'll be asking for spousal support. I heard she's pregnant.
Oh,
So that number sounds about right.
She hears a lot.
well, it doesn't sound like you disagree with anything she said. It's right. Is there any other questions?
No questions.
Okay. Do you have anything
No,
further?
thank you, Judge.
You're welcome. If there's nothing further, you all are dismissed.